Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Frankie-san.
And I'm Mark.
Okay, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to do a quick recap, continue from the last show that we did. And we're going to do Logan and King Kong reviews, okay? And a little bit of quick announcements. So, let's get right to it. Don't mind me. Superman is going to turn into Clark Kent now. Okay, here we go. Website. I got a brand new page, and I started with Law & Order SVU and Blue Bloods with Danny Warburg. And people have been asking me, do you have any screenshots or snapshots of you working on these shows? Yes, they posted that. So it's a brand new page. It's called Background Actor. And I just started posting some pictures there. And the next group of shots will be King Kong, that we did it back in 1975. That was my first taste as working as an extra. I'll be talking more about that in the next show in 2 weeks. What's happening, Mark is going to be on a break. And so tonight we're going to do King Kong as bookends. Okay, about 5:30 we're going to continue more with King Kong. And then in 2 weeks I'm going to be talking about, because I haven't seen King Kong, he did. So I'm going to catch up to that, and then the next episode will be all King Kong, all Godzilla. Mainly because Godzilla community page has already over 4,000 members as of last week. So I haven't really mentioned anything about that because I want to say that for the King Kong show. I thought today was going to be the King Kong show, and I got confused with the dates. I didn't realize it was going to be opening this weekend, and the reason I got confused was that it's going to King Kong is going to open on March 24th in China, and that's going to really count for the box office because it depends on China how much they're going to. We all know that they're going to continue with King Kong versus Godzilla, and King Kong is going to come with other other stories relating to King Kong, but it depends on the budget. Now, if this Kong is a huge hit already, but we're waiting for China. Now, don't forget, Star Wars bombed in China. Only made 100 plus a little bit, maybe 110, 120 or something like that. That's considered a bomb, considering Pacific Rim made over $200 million. And don't forget, China, when they redid Chinese mythology called the Monkey King, and that made between $400 million in China alone. So are they going to warm up to King Kong? Because if they do, and King Kong is going to be a worldwide smash, meaning $500, $600, $700 million, then they're going to put more money into the King Kong versus Godzilla. That's what's happening there, okay? A little behind the scenes. Like Logan, people saying, oh, what's happening with the box office? Okay, so let me get to the box office real quick. I did mention the new page on the website, VidionExpress.com, Background Actor, and you're going to see more photos of me working on TV shows. Now, the reason is that I have delayed it is because I cannot present any material until the shows actually screen. I did a couple movies. I cannot talk about them until they hit the big screen. Okay, so Hugh Jackman right now, I'm working on The Greatest Showman, and I can't really talk anything about that until it premieres in December. But yeah, I went like this Wolverine, and he went like this. Yes, Contact with the Wolverine, Great Rush. Again, I'll be talking more about that. And also what I did yesterday, at the last minute, I did a radio show, 30-minute radio show. I'll go into a little bit more details, okay? In case you didn't heard it yet. So, real quick, top 10. Kong is going to clear 60 million. Logan is gone down to 30 million, but worldwide smash. It's after this weekend, it's going to clear about $400 million. Okay, not too shabby. Now, what's going to happen with that as far as him getting together with Deadpool? Don't forget, people say, well, Logan died. Okay, we all know that. It's been posted in all the magazines, right? The goodbye funeral and all that stuff. But then again, everybody wants him to be with Deadpool. So how will he come back? Remember the end of Batman vs. Superman? Superman dies. Mm-hmm. We all know he's coming back. Duh. Right. And remember the guy who broke the golden...
cartoons don't die.
Yeah. Remember the golden rule. When Spock died in Wrath Khan, he came back for the Search of Spock. Okay? He's the one who broke all the rules. If you can bring back Spock from the dead, anybody can be brought back. He'd be chopped up, shot up, butchered, buried to 20 feet under. The whole building comes crashing down on him. Nobody dies in sci-fi fantasy. So don't be surprised that somehow Logan's, comes back. You know what I'm saying?
For the paper.
Yeah, the green paper, okay? Running out the top 5, Lego Batman, 150 million. Hidden Figures is going to clear 160 million. Yeah, and John Wick is close to getting $90 million. Not too bad. Oh, by the way, one of the background actors was a little bit slippy. Got on my case because you said, but John Wick, how come the background actors were all like zombified?
Yeah.
Anyway, I work with a lot of these guys, and I keep seeing, depending on the show, I get to, there's about 1,000 of us background actors out there.
Yeah.
But some of them got my email. We keep in touch, and they said that that they were told to be like that.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand because that's one thing. Watching John Wick, you can tell that someone had a tight rein on them.
Yeah.
Which wasn't cool. The thing is, with those background actors, you should let them react. You should have let them react. Because there was, I understand, in the movie, certain scenes, they're hitmen, they're part of an organization, they're not supposed to react. But other scenes with the people in it, they weren't hitmen.
Right.
And those scenes, they should have been allowed to act, because that sort of makes you look at the movie and say, no, because you pick up on things.
Right.
That's the thing about America. America, we're different than other countries, I think, in the sense that, like, the slightest thing we give off, we sort of let each other know through these cues and our reactions that, like sometimes we could read each other and says, this person's feeling uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We're not stupid. It's like anytime I'm with a group of people and somebody tries to, like, give me the cold shoulder, I could pick up on it. And I usually tell them, look, I'm not stupid. I could pick up on your cues. Only when somebody is interested in me, I can't pick up that cue.
Right.
But anything else, like when you're amongst Americans, we could always pick up each other's cues. It's something we do a lot. As Americans, we tend to express a lot more through not speaking than through speaking. Other cultures, they're very quiet, very passive, they're very reactive, very volatile. Like, the Italians are very volatile. The English, they're very quiet, serene, poker faces. The Japanese too, but the Americans not. It's sort of like if you're put in a hostage situations, sometimes you're letting know the other people, like, I'm in trouble. This is what's going on right now isn't cool.
Okay.
We have quiet cues, and that's what I found very weird. Like I'm watching, like when I watch a movie, sometimes I look for quiet cues. I think a lot of Americans do, and that's why they laugh sometimes, because people laugh at like things that you didn't expect it to be funny, but it's funny to an American.
That was like the 50 Shades of Grey. Mm-hmm. And the people were laughing. We were all in the wrong places.
Exactly, because you see, we pick up on those cues. Like when the actors aren't comfortable, we pick up on it, and we go, you see?
Yeah.
This is pretty stupid. They know it's stupid.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. Well, that goes to show that if people are watching and people do care about the show.
People are watching.
So, and they're very passionate about this. So that's why.
I love John Wick. I love John Wick. I love Keanu Reeves. I wish him much continued success. Man's brilliant, great martial artist. I respect him a ton. I know I could never do what he does.
And he's got a worldwide hit. So we're going to see John Wick number 3. Okay.
Congratulations.
Now, also a quick recap. Okay, so Warren Beatty's Superman, almost. Faye Dunaway did Supergirl. I think she played the mean aunt or something like that. But anyway, somebody passed. Japanese. I got this backwards. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way, real quick. I mentioned this in the show, but this is Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. I did say Japanese awards. Godzilla won for Best Picture, Best Director. Sully won for Best Foreign Film, Clint Eastwood. This was Jeff Bridges' first role, and he got nominated. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, I would definitely recommend this, because Jeff Bridges went on to do, that's right, 1975, King Kong. Okay, the passing of Bill Paxton.
Look at that.
Game over, man.
Yeah, it's sort of like what do you call it? 7 degrees of Bill Paxton.
Yeah. Okay. And this is one that I mentioned before, but directed by Catherine Bigelow. That's before she won. She became the first female director. Was she the first? Barbara Streisand was the first female director, but she won a Golden Globe for Yentl. But she was the first, Catherine Bigelow was the first female director for the Oscars Academy Award. Anyway, music by Tangerine Dream. The thing about this film, because Catherine Bigelow was married to James Cameron at the time, so she recruited everybody who worked in Alien #2. Okay?
And she also did Hurt Locker, right?
That's the one she won the Academy Award for. Thank you, I forgot the movie.
Hurt Locker.
Anyway, so, and this is all about vampires. So everybody who was in Terminator and Alien are in this picture. I definitely recommend it. Of course.
Oh, and another piece of trivia, she was head-to-head for Best Director against James Cameron for Avatar.
Right, because at that particular time they were divorced.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's all like 7 degrees of separation.
The Kevin,
6 degrees.
Oh, the Kevin Bacon game.
Yes.
Okay, Bill Paxton, you know, Titanic. He won an Emmy for Hatfields and the McCoys, a true story. I definitely recommend that. But he also did a remake of Mighty Joe Young. I'm going to be talking more about this in the next show because Ray Harryhausen does a cameo into Mighty Joe Young. The new version with Bill Paxton. I couldn't get the DVD, unfortunately, guys. But anyway, I'll be talking more about that. So that's a little tribute to Mighty Joe Young. Did I mention the King Kong Special Edition? Right?
No.
Oh, okay. We didn't rehearse. My mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm answering a question for your information. There's 3 different editions. The regular edition that has certain pre-production, behind-the-scenes featurettes. The extended edition had more of post-production, and there was another version also on DVD. They're all released on DVD. This before Blu-ray, and a lot of it was also pre-productions. A lot of it was at that time weblogs. He had like 2-3 minute Peter Jackson. Hi, today's day number 33, and we're on the set here filming the scene on the boat. Blah 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 blah. All that 13 hours spread over 3 DVDs got put onto a double disc of King Kong the Extended Edition on Blu-ray. $15, highly recommended. So don't bother with all these. I had to get these because Blu-ray didn't exist. So should you get the King Kong Special Edition, Extended Edition, Ultimate Edition on Blu-ray? $15? Yes, because it has over 13 hours of all behind-the-scenes footage. And a lot of the techniques that were used in that movie is going to be done for the King Kong vs. Godzilla. Okay, we're going to be going back with King Kong at the end of the show.
Right.
But right now...
For the YouTube portion of the show.
One last thing, because I don't
Please watch.
I can't bring back this book. This book weighs a ton. It costs $19.95. Now it's available on Amazon. It's a collector's edition worth $60. The book is out of print. This is got to be the most thorough book on King Kong. I definitely recommend it. Just and take a snapshot in your mind, because I'm going to be talking about it in the next show, the King Kong Godzilla special, because I can't bring back this book.
You could always photocopy the front page.
True. Okay, that takes care of that. I'll be talking about it. It's a book by Ray Morton, and there was actually going to be a King Kong sequel that Peter Jackson was going to get into about a King Kong coming back and fighting the Germans, believe it or not. Yeah, believe it or not. I get into more detail, and Universal shut up Peter Jackson down. It's like, he's not fighting the Germans and Hitler and all that stuff, okay?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so anyway.
What was it going to be? A la Dr. Manhattan fights the Viet Cong in Vietnam?
Something like that.
Remember The Watchmen when they had Dr. Manhattan? Right. It was like as huge as a building fighting the Viet Cong.
Yeah, exactly. It was something on that take.
Whoa.
But here we are with our reviews.
Yes.
Now, I already mentioned it on the show, on my radio show. So he's going to give the extended review. I thought it was great. They did a couple snippets. Maybe because I've been watching too much Walking Dead. I've been desensitized.
Yep.
I don't think the violence was all that gross. Maybe just me. I think maybe a couple snippets. The show could have been, the movie could have been maybe PG-13. Actually, the one who took the cake was the little girl who played, I think her name was Laura, and she played X-23. She really kicked ass. I thought the movie was better than these two. Okay?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I thought it was a great movie. I gave it 4 out of 5. I don't want to say any spoilers because people like me, I said, listen, I don't like these two. Even though I'm working with Hugh Jackman on The Greatest Showman, I don't know if I want to see the third movie. Got reviews, great reviews. I said, crap, now I got to go see it. Yes. And that's what's happening this weekend. Yep. The people who are showing up this weekend are people, I don't want to say that because it's going to be like the first two, disappointment. Yeah. So that's why Logan is still going to be a big hit this weekend. Even though King Kong is going to top it, but next week, what's going to happen with these two pictures, Power Rangers and Beauty and the Beast. And we're not going to be talking about either one of them. As far as I'm concerned, Power Rangers is just another reboot like Ninja Turtles, and it's going to tank.
Well, people are still going to like it, Hey, it may not be for us, but like Teenage Mutant Turtles, like G.I. Joe, there's people out there for everything.
Exactly.
Just because we're not into it doesn't mean that there aren't people out there. Everything is becoming niche audience. Before, I think back in the day of films, we all sort of agreed with the same movie. And then as we grew up as an adult, we all started getting into these niche things like cult shows and cult movies.
Well, that's why. But the next show is going to be my niche. He'll be on vacation. I'll be here, and I'm going to be talking about my King Kong Godzilla. Yes, yes. Okay,
you're gonna go full hard on monsters.
So that's it. That's my favorite thing. Okay.
Yeah, I could see it. What you're saying about the Wolverine movies, you're completely right. That's why they call this Logan.
Yeah.
And it's not a comic book movie. They even referred to the comic book movies, not to give too many spoilers, because I'll try not to do any spoilers.
Well, it is in the trailer.
Right.
But he actually he actually shows a
comic book.
An X-Men comic book.
And they make fun of it. This is not the way it happened.
Yeah.
In other words, he could have been making fun of this. The Wolverine movie, it was PG, and remember I remember when I first saw it, and I told you when he clawed people, it was like under the desk or something. You wouldn't even see. It was like, take that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do any headshots.
Yeah. He would slam into the other actor like this and the camera would be on the actor's back.
Right, and you
never see the claw penetrating.
Or it would just be up to here.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. I can understand so far the amount of work that they've shown for Wolverine has been bad. X-Men, Origins, Wolverine, the Wolverine. It's all been bad. And I also was saying I don't want to go see this. And you were saying, it's not that bad. It could have been PG. No, it couldn't. Not to do too many spoilers. I'm sorry. Like he was saying, he's been desensitized because
too much Walking Dead, man.
Walking Dead. I had to leave Walking Dead. I heard a lot of people left Walking Dead at the same moment that I left it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But he was doing, not to do too many spoilers, like I said, he was doing headshots. Headshots, claws through the body.
Yeah.
It was
pretty explicit.
Headshots, arms being chopped off. Explicit. You're going to love this. If you guys are hardcore, great body count. And the reason they were able to do it is the reason through the whole trail explains it to you why they went so hard. Because, he's he's trying to save somebody. Not to give too many spoilers. I'm not trying to give too many spoilers. But you see it in an advertisement. He's trying to save somebody. Mm-hmm. So they go full tilt. It's like Steven Seagal once said, they said, wow, you break people's arms. You really go hard on these people. Like this, no wonder this is rated R. I said, yeah, because these guys who are killing are the terrible human beings. They're bad people. They're trying to kill people who are innocent. So that gives me the right to go hard on them. Like smashing their faces through the windshield, breaking their arms, flipping them, smashing them through the windshield. I mean, I would hear that he had a nickname. It was called Cock Knocker.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal, because he would hit people in the bottom, the groin area.
He would do that. He would do that for real on his fellow stunt guys.
Yeah, he would do that.
Which pissed them off.
And the thing is, they couldn't touch him because he's a star. They could have gotten fired. It's sort of like Bruce Lee would do the same thing. It's because they can't do anything to you, so you're like the master of the dojo. You can get away with anything, smacking them around, cock knocking them, like they would say. Sorry for the offensive language. I'm sorry. And he would almost break their arm. He would get to the levels like you would see Ultimate Fighting, like he would almost dislocate them, and they were like, oh my God, and they were stuntmen. They're not martial artists.
Well, it's ironic. Just add a little footnote.
Yeah.
Right now we worked about 8 days. 1 day a week basically. It's been spread out for the past 2 months. Working with Hugh Jackman, and he's anytime he's standing like 10 feet in front of me, I'm going. He's a tall guy, great-looking guy, and he's singing. Okay, the songs. This movie, P.T. Barnum movie, it's going to have all original songs, and the music, the material is really uplifting. And he's singing, you know, here we are, la 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 la. I said, this is the Wolverine. And it was really surreal because seeing him being a song and dance man, because that's his background, and then you see him on the big screen just going ballistic on the body count. Going,
but they gave you a good reason for it.
But it's so surreal seeing him in live singing and dancing, and then looking at him at the big screen just going ballistic on these bodies. But
I bet you he was probably thinking, man, I could have been in La La Land. I could have gotten an Oscar.
Well, as I mentioned in the last show, Michael Cohn. Peter Cohn. I keep getting that name confused. He was assistant director. He worked on La La Land. He's working on this film, helping out as assistant director, he's a big banana. Okay.
Wow. I bet you were saying, give me a La La Land. I want to be in a La La Land.
Well, they got the guy from La La Land to help out in this picture. So this picture is in really good hands. But
I'm saying, I bet you the Wolverine. Our friend here, he probably wants to be in a musical.
Well, it's funny though, because isn't Supergirl and the Flash going to have a musical episode?
Well, they always say that that's a Jump the Shark episode when they have stuff like that.
It played, or it is going to be playing.
I could believe it, but I haven't heard anything about it. But I could believe it. But they always say that becomes a Jump the Shark episode. You know, like they said that's basically what killed Buffy the Vampire Slayer. When they did an episode like that. That's what sort of killed Scrubs when they did an episode like that.
That's right. Scrubs, they did an episode like that.
They do episodes like that, and they said, don't do it. To me, it's going to kill it.
Yeah, to me, I think it's like really like a desperate notion or something, you know?
Yeah, they said it becomes lazy writing.
Yeah, I mean, this is only the second year, and already you got to go to that?
Yeah. Buffy, when she went to it, is almost like the end of her run. When Scrubs did it, it was towards the end of their run, too.
By then, they couldn't care less.
Yeah.
But Supergirl, the second season, already you doing a musical?
Yeah, that's a desperate cry.
Yeah, musicals and superheroes don't jive. That's why I'm saying.
I could just imagine, I bet you when they bring out Deadpool 2, I bet you they're going to, if they do get the Wolverine in that, I bet you, I could see him, Ryan Reynolds, do like a musical number there.
Well, no, actually,
I could see him
Deadpool,
doing that just as a joke.
He did.
I mean, like a joke.
No, but he already did. Remember, he was singing that song by who was it? Wham, or one of the groups from the '80s. That said,
"Wake Me Up Before You Go."
No, the other one. It was the love ballad. They said, "Oh, I love this song." Remember, and he was singing a couple bars from it. He did do something like that in Deadpool.
Well, I'm saying if he brings in Wolverine, I could see him making Hugh Jackman belt out a couple bars of any music. Or I could see them dancing around a la The Mask.
If Hugh Jackman is in character and smart, he would tell, listen, Bob, we're not going there.
I bet you Hugh Jackman would be down for it. I bet you he loves to get madder.
He doesn't want to do Deadpool, but like I said, you know.
Well, yeah, he got to think. He goes, look, I'll give you. You probably tell him, look, I'll give you a piece of the movie. If we do it, and you know how people are, you give them a piece of the movie. Oh my God, piece of the movie! You sold how many DVDs? I'm there.
Yeah, but that's the way that goes down.
Because that's bigger money. That's sort of like what do you call that? Jack Nicholson money.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson when he did the Joker.
Batman, yeah, the Joker. That's Jack Nicholson Joker money.
Joker money, yeah. He managed to get a point not only in the box office but also by merchandising. He said, if you're going to put my face of me in makeup as the Joker on T-shirts, I want a cut of that.
Yeah.
To this day, Guinness Book of Records, they estimate somewhere from $80 to $100 million in merchandising alone that he made off that movie.
Yeah, because that's where the sweet pot is. Merchandising.
That's why they're coming with another fifth Transformers. A real thing about this month is that they have Logan doing great at the box office, great reviews. King Kong, Beauty and the Beast, great reviews. Why didn't put these movies in the summer? That's the part I don't get. These are blockbusters. The only thing that's coming out Independence Day, July 4th, is Transformers. And remember what happened last time? The last Transformers movies came out? They released it a week ahead of time, before July 4th weekend. No other movie was going to open because they were afraid of the big 800-pound gorilla in the room. No pun intended. And so the movie came out the week before, made $100 million. And then on July 4th weekend, it fell on a Friday. So Thursday people got out early. You have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So about 3.5 5 days. The movie only made $25 million.
Whoa.
The second weekend. Everybody went to see it.
I was going to make a joke. I said, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. So they're doing it again. So I don't know why they couldn't. They're afraid of Transformers, and it's falling on like a weekday. I think it's going to be a 3-day weekend. They could have taken all 3 movies and opened them in July.
I mean, like King Kong. Well,
King
I
Kong
bet you
could
they
have
were
opened
afraid.
4th of July.
They're probably afraid
Logan
of the
could have opened 4th
competition.
of July.
They're probably afraid of the competition.
There's no competition. No, who the hell cares about Transformers? This is going to be the 5th movie. It's like,
Well,
I'll be on vacation. So
don't we have Guardian of the Galaxies coming around that?
no, that's Fast and the
Coming in
Furious.
May, right?
Guardians of the Galaxy and Pirates of the Caribbean are coming in May. Fast and the Fall of the Fast.
No one cares
the
about
Freak
that.
of
I
the
don't think
Furious.
anyone. I don't even want to see it. Please don't make me see it.
That's going to backfire. The people are going to say it's almost 3 hours long.
Oh no!
A racing car.
Oh no!
It's not even a racing car. It's about espionage or something like that. They got too many characters. It's going to be almost 3 hours long.
Jesus, don't make me see that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be too much.
So let's go.
Oh, back to Logan.
Let's wrap up for
Yeah, we
Logan.
got like 2 minutes, and then we got to wrap up. Yeah, so I have to say, Logan was, for me, it was sensational. I love it. It wasn't your typical, what do you call that, superhero film? You know, like a typical superhero. It was sort of like a drama. It was a beautiful choreographed drama. I loved it. They gave you a real reason to have it. I said, this is amazing. They gave you a good reason to have the drama. And I thought it was great. Same here.
We got 1 minute left. Your quick review. We're going to be talking more about King Kong for a special edition when we go off the air. But your quick review, should people see King Kong this weekend?
Yes. I enjoyed King Kong. I would see it.
Do you see it in 3D?
Yes. I saw it in 3D.
Will you recommend 3D?
Yeah. But I don't think, they said it's real 3D, but it didn't feel, like the rest of it. It's like they probably put it in later.
Post-production. So you recommend it, skip the 3D, but see King Kong regular?
Yeah, you could see it. You could see it regular.
Okay, but you definitely
3D,
recommend it. So 4 out of 5?
Yeah. If you like the King Kong genre, you like the Godzilla genre, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
This is better. Well, this is almost as good as a Peter Jackson.
I didn't say it because I didn't have time, and I'm biased. I'm going to love the movie whether it really stinks hardcore.
We got 30 seconds. Let's wrap it up.
Anyway, so thanks everybody for tuning in. Go to a blog page. Okay, just type in Video Land Express on Google as a search engine because Yahoo takes you somewhere else. Anyway, you'll find a website that has the background actor, new page, screenshots of me. A blog page. You hear the radio show, there's an icon there, and our website and YouTube. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Okay, so let's keep on going.
Yes, now for the YouTube fans.
YouTube fans.
Oh, please. Subscribe, like, thumbs up. That's what we got. I'm surprised no one was able to say, hey, thumbs up belongs to Siskel and Ebert. I'm surprised they never trademarked that. Because now you're able to say, now Facebook is able to do thumbs up, YouTube is able to say it, now no one's able to trademark it.
One particular time, what was it? They wanted to continue, I think, what was it? Siskel and Ebert? Siskel, when he passed away.
At the movies?
At the movies, the trademark thumbs up, thumbs down, that was owned by the company, not by them. And when Roger Ebert wanted to continue, he wanted to use the thumbs up and thumbs down. I said, no, that belonged to us for a show at the movie starring Siskel and Ebert. The Ebert show, you cannot use it, believe it or not. That really sucked. So,
then I think
it was trademarked at that particular time.
Yeah, but then I think it went out of trademark because eventually maybe someone fought it and said, hey, the Romans used it first.
The
Romans used it first, technically.
Yeah, technically the Romans did. So I don't. Who knows what happened? But now, not on YouTube. You got thumbs up, thumbs down. So
because it was crazy. Because not to get off what do you call it? Off topic, which we are. And this is YouTube. This is for us to go off topic. Yeah. Hey, let's enjoy it. They said originally when the Romans did it, they were saying this meant to kill the person, usually because usually the people they had were either what do you call that, Israelites or
the Christians,
or Christians, and this usually mean kill the Christian, and this usually meant kill the Israelite, and only this meant when the thumb went inside the fist, it meant that they lived. this didn't mean to live.
Oh,
this really meant to live.
So Hollywood got it completely wrong.
Some Hollywood movies got it right. Some Hollywood movies would do this or this, and then they would, because the emperors would have to go by the way of the crowd. When the crowd cheered them, the emperor put it in the fist. And in some Hollywood movies, you do see that.
The thumb in the fist.
Yeah, the thumb inside the fist. Some movies do that.
I don't want to get nasty, but I see this, it means you're fucked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they were only doing this. Hey, this is for YouTube, man. You might have to clean that up. They're gonna do explicit language.
Yeah, screw it. The show is PG-13. We allow one F-bomb during the show.
You mean for YouTube?
Yeah. But anyway,
keep watching our fans, please.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it, guys. So
and still, as we go off topic,
okay,
I have to say about the Oscars, and we watched it, right? Did you think that was the funniest thing you ever saw? The Oscars. They were talking about it for like the last 2 weeks. We just got in the last minute. Poor Warren Beatty, you know, he gets the wrong envelope, and he gets blamed for it.
Yeah. I thought that was cruel, man.
And
the guy's a legend.
Too.
The guy's a legend. He's a writer.
He got treated like a piece of garbage. You should have seen. He had, right? Let's say you're Warren Beatty. He had the envelope. He tried to explain, look, I got the wrong envelope. He tried to explain it. And one of the producers, this bald guy, he just snatched it away. You had your chance. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know, he was treating him like a piece of garbage. Like if this isn't a legend here. Like Warren Beatty, you know, doesn't deserve to be an Academy member. You know, he treated him like he was a garbage prop boy. That guy should be fired. They fired 2 guys who gave the wrong envelope, like one of the 2.
They should fire the whole team.
They should probably fire the whole team because that producer came in. He was a young, bald guy. He treated like Warren Beatty's 40 years of working with Hollywood meant nothing. And that's the disgrace.
Yeah, and he's an Academy Award winner. That's why he presented the award with Faye Dunaway. They're both Academy Award winners.
Yeah, and they get treated like garbage.
Yeah, because they couldn't face it. That they screwed up themselves.
Yes.
So they try to blame Warren Beatty.
Yeah, they try to blame Warren Beatty. That's the thing. If I was one of these, if I was like Warren Beatty, if I was like Faye Dunaway, or any of these other people, and you get treated terribly by the producers, no, not only soon, but I would not participate. I'm like, you get rid of that guy. That guy has to give what do you call that? An apology to Warren Beatty, apologize for his misactions, and resign.
Well, the funny thing is, we did say at the in the last show that it's going to be the lowest rated show.
Yes.
Okay. And we called that.
It probably was.
Because nobody cared about any of these movies.
Nope.
But what was funny was everybody thinking, oh, La La Land is going to get it, and then Moonlight actually snuck in and got it. I think that was funny. It's like, okay. I love Jeremy Kimmel. I thought he was great. The Matt Damon thing.
Back and forth.
Yeah, the tour bus.
Yeah, the guy who was the ex-prisoner.
Yeah.
He was kissing the hand. They said the other joke happened when what was it? The lady from Friends. What's her name?
Lady from Friends.
Ashton.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah.
Aniston, right.
As a joke, she gives her glasses to the lady, to the lady who was the ex-convict's girlfriend or fiance. As a joke, it's a joke. Proc. Here's my sunglasses. Wear them and take some pictures and look fabulous. I was told they were from between $700 to $800 glasses.
Whoa!
So the lady put them on, and she kept them, and she walked out with them. And Jennifer Aniston, I heard she was like looking for those glasses. Like, what the heck happened? Hey, Jennifer, this is real life. This is what happens in real life. You give your glasses to somebody.
That's funny.
And you don't know that person. You never know what you're gonna get.
Brad Pitt must have been laughing his head off on that one. And the other thing is, do you think it was a conspiracy just to get attention to the Oscars? A lot of people were saying that whole thing with the envelope mess up was a conspiracy to attract. See, you didn't tune into the Oscars, and this is what happened. This is what happened. And so you will tune in next. And I said, and we both said this, if you don't have top movies that people are interested, you don't.
That always happens.
If you got a bunch of films that nobody cares about, nobody's going to tune into the Oscars.
Yep.
Recall that, you know?
But it was well played, man. Well played.
Yeah, I don't think it was conspiracy. I think
neither did I, but I think it was perfect.
Up.
Yeah, they screwed up, but it was perfect. Perfectly executed.
Yeah. Okay, so
back to Kong.
Let's go. Let's wrap up with Kong.
Yes.
and because I want to ask you a couple of questions. Okay.
Let's go to it.
Okay. Because you're not going to be here in 2 weeks, so
Right.
I'm going to this second half's dedicated to Mark. I'm going to ask him the. So overall, you loved King Kong, the Skull Island.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I knew what I was coming into.
So here's the interview. I'm going to ask him a couple of questions.
You see King Kong, and you understand what you're getting into. You know what it is. It's about.
Right.
You're coming in there, and it's going to be like a whole disaster film. You're coming in there, you're going to see, sort of like when you said, hey, I'm going to see a Schwarzenegger film. What do you think you're going to get when you see a Schwarzenegger film? Or what do you think we're going to see a Rambo film?
Exactly, right.
Kill and destroy.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to see. It's going to be a kill and destroy
That's what
film.
you're looking for,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Well, like Godzilla, a lot of people saying Godzilla 2014, too much subplot. I gotta find my wife and kids. It's too bloated, and all of a sudden you get the last 10 minutes of Godzilla. Then that's the formula with all the Godzilla films. In this one, case, it was just a little bit too bloated. It should have been 90 minutes. Let's get to the big finale. That always happens with Godzilla movies. But anyway, so let me start from the beginning. I remember growing up with King Kong. It was on either Channel 9 or 11 Thanksgiving. They would show King Kong, the original black and white from the 30s, along with Son of Kong, and then they would show Mighty Joe Young.
Yes.
And this would go into like a marathon all to the afternoon, and then it will end with King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yes.
Okay, and starting from the first one.
Yes.
Which ones are your favorite, not your favorites, and how was it growing up with these King Kong movies?
Oh.
Were you a big fan?
Yes.
Huge
fan. Who isn't a huge fan of seeing, like being a child growing up with these dolls and toys, seeing something come around to smash buildings and destroy. That's what we always think about when we were kids. I thought this was beautiful. This is sort of like art. It sort of harkens back to a lot of movies started trying to make disaster films because of films like this, because they couldn't come up with a creature like either King Kong as iconic as either King Kong or Godzilla to destroy a city. So then that's when they had to start doing, earthquakes destroy the city, towering inferno destroys a city, this and that, because what they really wanted was probably King Kong or Godzilla, but they didn't have that, because that property was already owned by two organizations that still hold on to those dearly.
Right.
Smart.
Yeah, very smart. But okay, King Kong itself.
Okay, so all right, going into the King Kong, the movie,
the original black and white.
Oh, the original black and white. It was great. Like you say, it was Ray Harryhausen's best work, right?
No, actually,
Was
that
it
was
Ray Harryhausen?
he was an understudy. That's what I learned from stop motion.
Oh.
He was an understudy, thanks to Willis O'Brien, which continued to Son of Kong until finally Mighty Joe Young, Ray Harryhausen picked up the tradition.
Yeah. Mighty Joe Young, you could definitely see it picked up in the techniques from the original. It was brilliant.
Right. What do you thought about Son of Kong? Cute or corny?
Yeah, but hey, you'd still enjoy it.
I can still see that movie being remade.
Yeah. It's sort of like when you see the. What was it? Not too long ago, they were showing it on television. There's another off channel of channels, and I think I was watching it on a channel called Heroes, and they were showing some of Ray Harryhausen's work, and you had talked about it previously. It was Sinbad, the Sailor. What was it? Jason and the Argonauts.
Sinbad, Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, they were showing all those back to back with the stop motion. What was it? Would you call that animation or stop motion?
Back then it was stop motion animation.
Okay, stop motion animation. You would see the techniques that he would have there was beautiful. Jason and the Argonauts was one of my favorites.
As a matter of fact, Steven Spielberg was trying to get that off the ground. He wanted to remake that. Mainly because of the skeleton fight scene.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you have Jason.
Peter Jackson also.
It was beautiful. He had like a crew. He has Hercules in there.
Yeah.
You have the best fighters. They create an Olympian they can fight the best fighters to go to find the Golden Fleece. They changed the original story on.
Right.
It was supposed to be the Iliad. I'm surprised they never made the Iliad.
Yeah, that's right.
Look. If Steven Spielberg wants it, he should take. Can he take the Iliad? I don't know. Maybe he can't.
That I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, because I think he could do the Odyssey Homer, but the Odyssey Homer has been done a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's been. I think NBC did the Odyssey. About 15 years ago.
Yeah, and they also did a movie.
I forget who was in it, but you know the story.
Yeah, they did a story, a takeoff on the Odyssey.
Yeah, a couple of times.
A couple of times. Yeah, well.
Well, as long as it's better than Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans 1 and 2. Boy, was that a misfire.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Okay, so yeah.
The next film. Dino De Laurentiis version of King Kong, 1975. Jeff Bridges, I'm thinking of his father, Lord Bridges. Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange.
When they have him in the Empire State Building. I mean, the Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers, World Trade Center with the helicopters, right?
Yes.
It can be a little bit confusing. What do you think about that movie?
I thought it was amazing. When I first saw it, about having him grab the Empire State Building, the Twin Towers, and climb up the Twin Towers. There was even a board game of it.
Yeah.
And I had it when I was a kid.
Oh,
it was the funniest thing.
Oh,
you
man.
roll the dice and you make King Kong, scale it up. And if any misfires or turn of the dice, you could have a helicopter knock him a couple of stories down.
Isn't there a Rampage like that? The video game?
Yeah, pretty much.
A little bit, yeah.
It was like, the Rampage was sort of like a Godzilla, a King Kong, and a Wolfman.
Yeah.
All attacking the cities, destroying it, fighting. Beautiful game.
Well, that's coming out of, who's it? The Rock is doing it.
He's going to do Rampage?
He's going to do Rampage, yeah.
What, is he going to be one of the monsters?
I have no idea how they're going to handle that. But
that's hysterical.
And then there's another one with, who is it? What's her name? Catwoman? Who played Catwoman? And that's a movie?
Holly Berry?
No, the other one.
Anne Hathaway.
No, Anne Hathaway.
Oh, Anne Hathaway.
Right, she played the Catwoman, Christian Bale version, I think.
Yeah, you got to be clear on that.
Yeah, and she's it's a Korean movie. I believe it's produced by Korean, I believe. Anyway, and she has
By
connections.
Kim Jong-il?
No. Okay,
Wrong Korean.
Wrong Asian. She has connections with this big giant monster. They haven't mentioned too much about it. The trailer came out like a couple weeks ago, and there's no buzz on it. But she has a connection. It's something like one of the Godzilla movies and the Hensai series, where let's say Emily or the other one, the one with the big ears, she has connection with some kind of ESP connection with Godzilla. So
and our girl Faye Dunaway was in that King Kong movie. Wasn't she in it?
No. The Faye Ray.
Oh, Faye Ray. Sorry about that.
Wrong Faye.
Wrong Faye.
Okay.
Sorry.
And what do you think about Peter?
All Fays look alike to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. They were actually both blondes. What do you think of Peter Jackson's version of Godzilla?
King Kong.
See, we're stepping all of these lines, but this is YouTube. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Clear it up and post edit. It was. I thought it was great. There's a lot of people who criticized it because they said time sequences were out of whack. Like all of a sudden, they're they're having this happen in an evening setting or in a morning setting, and like the whole time setting is out of whack. But I still, aside from that, if not looking at all the flaws, I thought it was a beautiful movie.
I thought it was just a little bit too long. That for a whole first hour, you couldn't care less about any of these characters.
Yeah, I know they try to make you. It's hard. It's getting harder to build up because now, as like they say, the smart fans. Smart fans are usually people who watch too many movies, too much internet, get too much information, so they know what to expect. So now that's why the industry always knows that at a certain time, certain age-wise, they don't want certain age people to go into movies because they've already seen all the tricks. So they'll say, oh, the rabbit comes out of his sleeve, the string is behind his ear, so they know what to watch out for. And sort of like that, when you see King Kong, you see the people you're supposed to care about, them building them up, because you're saying to yourself, oh, that's the guy who's going to die.
Right, but you couldn't care less about any of these. It's
getting harder to care about them. Same thing with the King Kong, the new King Kong movie. They sort of build certain characters because you say, "Oh, that guy's going to die."
How long did they take to get to King Kong? Like maybe the first half hour or an hour? How long did it get to King Kong? You think?
Oh my God! Watching the film, I think build up must have been close to half an hour or so.
That's not bad.
It could have been it takes only about half an hour
for the like we saw in the
If I
post in the
remember
trailer,
it.
the helicopters confronting King Kong.
Yeah, the
About half hour.
helicopters. Yeah, no, not to spoil it too much. Yeah, the
Well, it's in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not too many spoilers. I don't want them to get hit. Yeah, because it's set. Not to do too many spoilers. It is set in 1973.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it started. I think it starts with, World War II. Then it goes into 73. They tell a story from World War II where you see King Kong. Then they go towards 73. They talk about Vietnam. And then from Vietnam, they take off to Skull Island.
Okay. So they're doing all that, and they still get to King Kong within a half hour.
Yeah, more or less, half an hour.
See, that's
little
good
more,
pacing.
little less.
You see, and that makes my point with King Kong Peter Jackson. It took almost an hour.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, you're just getting to the island, getting to that damn wall, and that's where some editing really needed to be done.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake. The movie should have been about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I'll be talking more about that in the next special. So I wanted to get your opinion, since you're not going to be around in 2 weeks.
Right.
Let's wrap it up.
Right. Oh, and then another thing I just have to say, the King Kong movie, like we were talking before, it harkened about, since it was towards Vietnam, it was sort of a commentary on Vietnam, that this is a war we shouldn't have gotten into. It's almost a commentary like that. Like, oh, we woke up a sleeping giant, and King Kong was sort of like the sleeping giant.
Okay, I don't know if that statement needs to be made unless
they want to give
reflecting to the wars we've been having for the past couple of years.
Yeah, but they were making comments like that too. Not to do too many spoilers, but they do jokes like that where they make question the Vietnam War and say we're at a crossroads in our lives that we don't think this will ever come about ever again.
Oh, I see. A little political thing in there.
Yeah. Oh, it's always a subtext. Subversive movies, they want to be subversive to have more layers of an onion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm looking at the clock there. Looks like we're running out of time.
Yes.
Okay, so we had fun with this?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a little special edition.
Yeah, if you
on
like
YouTube.
the Seek and Destroy missions, see King Kong.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna see it. They need my review, because I'm not gonna put down King Kong. I'm gonna go see it. I'll probably get the Blu-ray because I'm looking forward to.
Since Logan was out, I had my Spider-Man shirt on.
There you go.
I know you're probably saying, what does that have to do with Logan? But I didn't have a Logan shirt.
Superheroes, hey.
Superhero's a superhero.
There you go. Okay, everybody. So thanks for watching this on YouTube. He said to subscribe, so subscribe.
Please subscribe.
I'll be back in 2 weeks. It'll be a solo show. It'll be me and my two buddies, Godzilla and King Kong. And because I'm not going to show Beauty and the Beast. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back. And that's about it. So it is time for freeze frame?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Salud.
Take a tap off and salute. There we go. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.